Hello, and this is our Affordable Textbooks Business Prototype by myself, Sarayan Harrow, Jenny Ho, and Saransh Kononov. So today we're going to be discussing the market and customer segments that exist for our business, as well as our unique value proposition and the possible jobs that might be created when our business gets off its feet. We're also going to be discussing how our idea connects with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. So, first of all, what is our prototype? Our prototype is a website and app that provides easy access to textbooks, learning tools, and learning platforms for all college students. In today's age, textbooks are basically an additional cost for almost every single demographic attending college. There are different sites to access textbooks and to buy them, but they're normally more costly than other websites. So, our idea was basically making a place where we can provide affordable and cheap textbooks that might be required on a syllabus for all college students. These textbooks would basically be at a reduced price, and or they could be completely free of charge. So the market for this business is incredibly broad, and it encompasses a wide variety of people. So geographically, this will appeal to, of course, people who are in college, and they would be in densely populated areas and regions. So certain cities like New York, Atlanta, for example, LA, that has multiple public colleges and private universities as well. As for the demographic of our business market segment, this would appeal mostly to low income and working class people who might have already achieved a bachelor's degree or might be chasing some kind of graduate level degree. So, most colleges are located in cities with a denser population, which will also harbor younger and working class men and women. Economically, this demographic has been shown to value cheaper products like non name brands, and they would rather save their money rather than spend it. So, the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals is basically a series of plans and tactics that different countries have adopted, which is meant to work towards peace and prosperity for all nations of the world by 2030. Our business connects with the United Nations SDGs by targeting numbers 4 and 10. Number 4 is basically meant to provide quality education, and every single country who has decided to tackle this goal is meant to make some kind of effort to increase the quality of education in their country. So by creating a textbook application, that's kind of what our business would do. Our efforts are focused on educating the masses, despite not everyone having equal access to quality textbooks and learning platforms.
Or value proposition. Our website is the best option for college students who struggle to pay for the expensive textbooks. This interface saves students hundreds of dollars per semester by making it simple to rent, purchase, and sell study products at competitive costs. Our flexible purchase or rental plans, extensive selection, and lightning fast search capabilities guarantees that students get what they need when they need it. Additionally, everyone may get affordable education thanks to our peer-to-peer selling option and user-friendly design.
For our customer pain points, we found that purchasing textbooks and learning platforms often causes financial pressures, struggles with academics, and an increase in stress. So, as students, we understand that textbooks and learning platforms often cost hundreds of dollars per semester. And these costs add to the high expenses of tuition as well as living, which can force many students to work part time or full time jobs. And older students also face even more pressure as they often balance work, school, and family responsibilities, such as if they have kids. But these financial pressures don't just affect their wallets, they also hurt their ability to succeed in school. Based on a study from Ohio University, about 34% of students says that having financial pressures negatively impacts their grades, and 20% have reduced their course load because they just couldn't afford the necessary materials, which can delay their graduation and increase their overall college costs. So, tying into our first pain point, roughly about 25 to 58% of students work full time. And this balance leaves limited time for studying, attending classes, or participating in campus activities. And as a result, students may miss out on valuable learning opportunities, fall behind in coursework, or even struggle to keep up with their assignments. And lastly, having these financial struggles can cause emotional stress, with about 70% of students feeling anxious on how to pay for school and monthly expenses. This stress can impact their mental health and motivation in general. So finally, to tie everything together, the financial, academic, and emotional challenges that students face can create barriers to their success. And solving these issues are essential to making education more affordable and accessible to everyone.
As for the jobs to be done, we have several, which are the functional aspects, the social, and the emotional. One of the great things about this is it's a single platform where you can access affordable textbooks and online assignments that are given through the college and universities through different professors with different courses. It is a single platform that is going to be provided whether if you wanted to purchase a textbook, you wanted to rent it out, or just access resources. It would ensure a seamless integration within the course requirements and syllabus, and it would even, to a point, have all the resources that are required, which could also potentially connect with platforms such as iCollege, for example, that we use for Georgia State. The social jobs are uh, the avoidance to, have this stigma and this taboo of having required textbooks and only at high costs. Some courses do require these textbooks and they are very important, but the baseline is some students cannot afford them to a point where they have to take more loans out. And what this platform does is provide you with an access, whether you just wanted to rent a textbook or you wanted to access an entire course, it is going to be an affordable way and an easy way to access it. The emotional, obviously, is the emotional aspect would be the reduced financial stress that we all go through in the beginning of a semester, thinking about how we can afford them and whether we should take more loans out and whether the courses, the materials, even the textbooks are worth it. I know a lot of students who always go and ask the previous students for that course whether the textbook was required or whether they have a textbook they could lend. And this platform solves all those problems.
This leads us into goal 10, which is basically focusing on removing inequalities between different groups of people. By giving lower income students access to free and cheaper textbooks, we're reducing the gap that exists between socioeconomic classes with the goal of creating a more equitable society for all people. Thank you so much for listening to our presentation. And if you have any questions, I'd love to answer them for you. Thank you.